Hey guys, Jonah here, back for a beer review once again, and this one is from the birthday box. And I'm not 100% sure where it's come from. I know it's Beer 52 somewhere, but I have got no idea what month, and it doesn't really help because I've got a big pile of those magazines, and they do not contain the beer tasting notes anymore. So I don't know when it was. There is absolutely no clue as to where to find the tasting notes. But I don't actually care because I've had a beer today already, and I've had some cider too. Um, this is the one we're doing. It is one of my previous beers of the year, Siren, craft beer, craft brew, but it's in partnership with Peninsula. Disfruta el camino, whatever the fuck that means. I don't know. All I do know is it is called Body Language, this beer, and it's a robust stout. We've teamed up with Madrid's Cervecera Península, robust stout. It's a sessionable stout. Well, yeah, 4%, not too bad. Body Language is led up with biscuity, nutty, and roasted malted barley with a caramelized character from a rich sugar, dark sugar, and a tiniest hint of smoke, confronting with Moorish drinkability. Well, there's so many misnomers in that sentence that makes no sense whatsoever. But it's lucky that this beer is from a really, really good, like I say, they were one of my stars of the year. I think that was 2020 or 2021, maybe. Not sure, but they were definitely beer of the year at some point. Or brewery of the year. Black top, but silver bottom. And this one might actually be out of date. Let me double check. Oh, it's upside down. That doesn't help. Oh no, best before August 25, which is pretty damn good. And as you can see, I've got my camera top on, which is always good. And I have got a Siren glass. This is to celebrate their Soundwave beer. So I got some beers from them a while ago, and look at that. There is their Siren of Soundwave, sort of a young lady with hair that turns into a sort of bird or something. But anyway, that is the glass I'm going to use. Always good when you've got a glass. This is a, ooh, I'm glad I pressure tested that because this is going to have a huge head, I know already. Dark beers tend to, especially when, I don't know if you can hear that, dear viewer, ooh, bubbling away, when they have, can you see that? It's got an S on the bottom of the glass. So this is a nucleated glass, so I'm going to have to pour it very, very mellowly, otherwise I will get king head, which is cool. Oh, there we go. Not so bad these days so far. Let's pour this bad boy in a bit more aggressively. Actually, it's not so bad. That is not too bad head-wise at all. That's what, half a finger's head? 3/4 maybe. Look at the colour, really, really nice. Dark tan colour. Quite a few large bubbles, which means you followed my my channel before, you will know that that means this head will probably fast disappear. So this one, there we go, sound wave, and a cheeky grin. Boom, which you all have seen at the front end of this video. I like doing my thumbnail. I like doing one hit wonders, one take wonders, shall we say. Right, there we go. Yeah, head is not. Wow, look at that. There's some demon's eye looking at me. Lucky we weren't doing the Asian take, because that would be a certain eye looking at me. Wow, that is really roasty. Roasted barley, bit of coffee. Not so much on the dark chocolate, but it's really dark roastedness. Yeah, a little touch of smoke, which will be really good. Yeah, good for the time of year, good for autumn. I would say smoke is more late autumn, sort of October, November time. But we're in September. We're way into September. And my God, I don't know about you guys, but I have had to turn the central heating on today because it was so damn cold. Don't know what's going on. This has been your loving Unclejona, drinking lots of beers for your entertainment. And that has to be worth a like. So why not click like now? And otherwise we will dive in. That's what I usually say at the end of the videos, isn't it? No, I haven't even started yet. But please think about clicking like at the very least. And why not drop me a comment down below? I keep saying this shit and nobody does. So please, if you're watching this, give me a comment. I know people are watching this and they don't bother clicking like. So why don't you do that now? I'm talking to you right there watching this. Click like. Give me a comment. I don't care what it says. Even if it says, do one, write it down below, and then I'll know you're actually watching. Cheers and beers. Wow. Okay, first thing is quite a lot of carbonation, but then instantly hit with a high level of bitterness, which is good. A little bit of astringency, kind of dark um, roast malt, but then it descends a little bit into a kind of creamy sweetness. Does it say, dear viewer? I don't think, yeah, Siren do not actually say, apart from avoid the pregnant ladies. Avoid the pregnant ladies that recycle, apparently. Vegan friendly. Um, yeah, it's really rich. It's like a kind of stout cake, but very thin. The mouthfeel, although it's bitter, it's astringent, it's dark, it's roasty. What a good stout should be. Nah, there's not much mouthfeel. It's very light, it's very watery. And at 4%, that is a shame. If this was a 6, maybe a 6.5% stout, this would be absolutely fantastic. But at 4%, nah, not really that good, I'm afraid. So I apologize to Siren, but you're missing a trick. Or perhaps you're not, because you can sell more of this pretty weak beer, to be perfectly honest. Very watery. It even says robust stout. But unfortunately, it's not. It does taste like a quite strong kind of, it's like having strong water. Do you know what I mean? It tastes kind of strong, but it's lacking the mouthfeel. Uh, it's lacking the strength as well. It's just, it's a bit meh. Purely because it's just 4%. It's just like black water. Which is a real shame because the taste is there. The taste is really there. Um, Everything's good about the taste, the flavour, the astringency, the roasted malt, the barley. Everything's there. And then I think they backwatered it. Um, so they just watered it down. Or maybe it's supposed to be like that. And then they've recarbonated. I very much think this beer is force carbonated on batch, put into cans, all that kind of jazz, probably chilled down. Yeah, it's a real shame because if this had been stronger, like I said before, 6.5%, a bit of oat in there just to up the unctuousness. And if you didn't put so much water in, it probably would have had that mouthfeel anyway. But it's just been backwatered too much, which is a real shame because, like I say, Siren have traditionally been one of my favourite breweries. But this particular beer, and perhaps the collaboration, they've sold out to at least the Spanish market. Maybe people in Madrid don't like kind of thick, unctuous beers. Maybe they like, well, they like lager, and this is like the black lager. That is the worst thing I can say about this beer. It is like black lager. Yeah, not so good. And that's a real shame because Siren, the big S, has been, like I said, one of my better breweries from the UK. But I feel slightly let down on this one. This has been your loving Uncle Jono, drinking beers so you don't have to. And I would have to say, I would ignore that one because it's not that great. Anyway, hopefully next time we will have a lovely, lovely beer to try. This has been your loving Uncle Jonah. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will return for another beer tasting, and that's coming up real soon.